there. My name is Maya Tillman, and I'm the persistence specialist here at Avila University. And today we're going to talk a little bit about Trello, what it is, and how you can use it to be successful while you're in college. So you're going to open up a new browser, go to Trello.com. So what Trello is a project management, task management sort of website. So you're able to type in anything that you would need and create lists, to-do lists, due dates. You can use it for your personal life, professional life, for school, whatever it is that you're using it for. But today we're going to talk about using it for school specifically. So this is what a Trello board looks like, and you're able to create different lists. So these things right here are called lists. So this first one, which this is just a sample of how you can set it up. You can set it up any way you want. So this first one is going to be important dates. So the first day of class is important. The last day to drop a class with a refund is important. So if you are within those first couple weeks and you're like, I don't really like this class, it's not the class for me, and you want to drop it, you definitely want to make sure you know what the refund amount is, because you want to make sure you can get at least some of your money back, if not all of it, depending on what date. The FAFSA opens up on October 1st. Got to get that done. Do some scholarship applications. If you're doing a tuition payment plan, making sure you keep track of when each payment is due, because if you miss a payment, that could cause some other issues with your financial aid and your billing, and you have a hold on your account. So definitely want to keep track of when your tuition payment due dates are. If you want just like a general to-do list item, you can do that. So one of these things is find textbooks that I need to order for my classes, buy stuff for my dorm room. So, some sheets and iPad, which, everyone, you don't need an iPad, but if you want one, you can add that to your list. But a cool thing about Trello is that you can add a checklist. So if you go right over here, you click checklist, and then it'll ask you what you want to name it. And then you can type in each of the different items here. And then once you complete something, it'll show you your progress to completion. So always great to add a checklist. You can add a description. So, need to go to Target, because that's probably the best place to get a lot of stuff. So any sort of description that you want to do. If you want to get real into being organized, you can add some different colors here. So let's say this to-do list item, you want it to be blue. You can have it be blue like this, or you can change the cover and then have it be blue all over like this. So really up to you, but you definitely have, if you're into color coding and that'll help you with creating a system of being organized, you can do colors with that as well. And then criminology, let's say that's our major for right now, and you can put in some different information about your major, so that way it's always in one place. You can find the different requirements, which this is linked to the Avila course catalog. It shows you all the classes that you need to complete your degree, information about the degree. So this goes to the School of Social Sciences website for more information about the program. What kind of jobs can you do with this major? How can you learn more about criminology? Maybe job shadowing. Is there a club on campus? Ask someone, meet with your professor to talk more about like what sort of things you can do to get more into your major in your field. So, lots of cool ways. And then I would recommend, if you are going to make a Trello board for school, to do each of your classes as a list. And then that way you can keep track of what's due for each of those classes. So for your intro class, of course, put the syllabus on all of these. And then, maybe you have an exam. The exam is on, it's summertime, but let's say the exam is on the 8th and it's at 1 p.m. So, you can add that in as a due date, but it'll also, just something to keep track. So that way you can remember like, hey, I have this exam on this day. So maybe if it's not something with an actual due date, just to have it there. You can also set reminders. You can do one day before, a couple hours before, at the time of the due date. So any sort of reminder, which I would say always do a reminder, because you're going to forget something if you don't. So always do that. So those are some cool things you can do there in terms of features. Another thing I think would be helpful is maybe some scholarships. So once you get to college, you're still going to be applying for scholarships every year. So the same way you applied in high school for college, you can do it in college for college. So these are just some different places you can find scholarships. You can add, whatever you want to add in here. Then if you wanted to get into kind of creating some categories to organize your list, you can. So this is where you can find scholarships. This is scholarships you can apply for, scholarships you already applied for. So let's say we applied for, I don't know, the Coca-Cola scholarship. If you want to do another level of color coding, there's a thing called labels. So maybe this one means, I got the scholarship that you were awarded. Boom. So then that way you can keep track, like, okay, here's all the scholarships I applied for. And you can kind of separate, here's the ones I got, here's the ones I didn't get, just to keep track. It's always great to keep track of things. Then if you're just one of those people that has random thoughts and ideas or like questions that you think of, and you have to write them down or else you're going to forget, which is me for sure. You can add them right in here as well. Just make like another list for that. So anything you want to do, add a checklist. So if you want to get your resume together for the career fair, here's some steps to do that thing. Okay, and then you can create a list. So right here it just says add another list, and then you can type in, maybe this is like clubs I want to join. Whoa, typo. Okay, clubs I want to join. And then you can drag and drop, which I think is a really great thing about Trello. You can drag and drop that there. Maybe if there's something else you want to do, you can drag and drop the little cards as well. So very, very cool tool. I don't really know how else you can find a better way to manage your time and like manage your different courses and things like that. So just having a kind of online digital planner. So if you're not into paper planners, then this online digital planner is the best way to find that information and kind of keep it all in one place. Another cool thing about Trello is that you can add it to your, you can sync it with your phone calendar. So if you go over here, there should be a link. Here it is. Here's the link to your board. So then you would go into your phone calendar and it'll say like, please paste a link to the calendar that you want to add. And then that would be the link that you would place in there. So lots of cool things you can do on the desktop version. And then this is just kind of like the dashboard, which is where we started at. So you can make different boards for different things. So these are the different things that I have for work and for my personal life. When I was in grad school, I had a Trello board to keep track of all my classes and assignments. So it's very, very helpful for lots of different things where you would need to be making lists and have checklists and to-do list items. And of course, can't talk about the actual program without having the app, because everything is having an app now and you're able to do different items and it'll sync right here with your phone. So once you put something online, you can pull up right here on your phone automatically. So all the things that I just typed in and changed around, it shows up right here. So it looks the exact same, which you can't really see it, but it looks the exact same on your phone as it does online. So that is how to use Trello for college purposes. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments, or if you are wanting some additional information, feel free to send me an email and visit the Trello website to kind of go around. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get notifications whenever we do post new videos about success tips and different tools you can use to be successful. And yeah, just stay tuned for more videos in the future. Bye.